nestled at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Turkey is a land shaped by thousands of years of history, culture, and breathtaking landscapes. From the ancient echoes of empires to the pulse of modern life, this country is a tapestry woven with rich colors, deep traditions, and warm hospitality. Stretching from the shores of the Aegean Sea in the west to the rugged mountains of the east, Turkey is a place where continents, cultures, and centuries meet. It has been home to the Hittites, the Greeks, the Romans, the Byzantines, and the Ottomans. Each of these civilizations left behind their stories, carved in stone, painted in mosaics, and whispered through winding alleys. With over 80 million people, Turkey is a vibrant mix of languages, religions, and lifestyles. Istanbul, once the heart of two great empires, is now a city where ancient domes and minarets rise beside buzzing cafes and bustling bazaars. The call to prayer drifts over the Bosphorus as ferries glide from one continent to another. But Turkey is more than its cities. Its villages, coasts, valleys, and ruins reveal a deeper rhythm. The sun rises over fairy chimneys in Cappadocia. The wind carries salt across the white terraces of Pamukkale. In the heart of central Turkey lies a landscape unlike any other, Cappadocia. A place where nature and history have come together to create a world that feels almost otherworldly. For millions of years, wind and water shaped the soft volcanic rock into valleys, pillars, and towering formations known as fairy chimneys. These strange shapes rise from the earth like stone sculptures, stretching across the horizon in gentle, dreamlike waves. But the story of Cappadocia is not only written by nature. Thousands of years ago, people carved homes, churches, and entire underground cities into the rock. Hidden beneath the surface are tunnels and chambers that once protected entire communities from invaders and harsh winters. Above ground, the open skies of Cappadocia come alive each morning as hot air balloons rise with the sun. Floating gently over the valleys, they offer a quiet view of the land, glowing in the soft light of dawn. This peaceful flight has become one of the most iconic experiences in Turkey. The region is also rich in culture. In small villages and towns, the rhythm of life follows old traditions. In the western highlands of Turkey, there is a place where water and stone have created a natural wonder, Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle in Turkish. Here, warm, mineral-rich waters have flowed from the mountains for thousands of years. As the water cools, it leaves behind pure white layers of calcium that slowly build into soft terraces. These shimmering pools spill gently over one another, forming a staircase of bright white stone that glows under the sun. The sight is like nothing else on Earth. The surface looks like frozen snow, but it is warm to the touch. The pools are shallow and still, holding the reflections of the sky and surrounding hills. As you walk barefoot across the surface, the soft minerals press gently beneath your feet, as if the earth itself is welcoming you. Above the terraces stand the ancient ruins of Hierapolis, a Roman city built nearly 2,000 years ago. People once came here for healing, believing the waters held special powers. Today, the remains of temples, baths, and theaters tell the story of a place where nature and civilization met. Spanning two continents divided by the waters of the Bosphorus, Istanbul is a city unlike any other, where east meets west and where past and present walk side by side. Once called Byzantium, later Constantinople, and now Istanbul, this city has been the capital of empires and a crossroads of cultures for thousands of years. Its skyline tells the story: domes, minarets, towers and spires rising above ancient streets, busy markets, and quiet courtyards. The heart of old Istanbul beats within the walls of Sultanahmet. Here stands the great Hagia Sophia, once a church, then a mosque, now a symbol of unity through time. Its vast dome floats above a space filled with golden light and silent wonder. Nearby, the Blue Mosque welcomes visitors with its graceful design and delicate blue tiles, each one hand-painted with care. Just steps away, the Grand Bazaar opens like a maze of color and sound. With thousands of shops, it is one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world. Every corner holds something new: carpets, lanterns, spices, jewelry, and the hum of voices from every language. Along the southern coast of Turkey, where the mountains meet the Mediterranean Sea, lies a place of quiet beauty and crystal waters, Ölüdeniz. Its name means Dead Sea, not for lifelessness, but for the calm. The water here is still, even when winds stir the sky. It shimmers in shades of deep blue and soft turquoise, held within the curve of a sheltered lagoon. This is one of the most photographed beaches in the world, yet no picture can capture the feeling of standing on its shores. Above, the green slopes of the mountains rise sharply, and from their peaks, paragliders drift through the sky like birds, floating gently down to the sand. Not far from this peaceful cove, hidden between steep cliffs, lies Butterfly Valley, a quiet pocket of untouched nature. The valley opens toward the sea, its high rock walls holding back the outside world. In spring and summer, hundreds of butterflies gather among the trees and wildflowers, their wings flashing soft colors in the warm light. There are no roads into the valley. It can only be reached by boat or by foot, reminding us that some of the most beautiful places are the hardest to reach. On the western edge of Turkey, where the land meets the Aegean Sea, the ancient city of Ephesus stands in quiet ruin, yet its voice still echoes through time. Once one of the greatest cities of the ancient world, Ephesus was a center of trade, culture, and learning. Its wide marble streets were filled with life, with merchants, poets, priests, and philosophers. Today, those same streets remain, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. The city's most famous landmark is the Library of Celsus, a grand facade of columns and statues that once held thousands of scrolls. It still rises with elegance, a symbol of wisdom and beauty. Nearby, the Great Theatre rests in stone silence. It once held tens of thousands of people listening to plays, songs, and political voices that shaped history. Ephesus was also home to one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, the Temple of Artemis. Though only a few stones remain, the spirit of the temple lingers in the air, carried by the stories passed from traveler to traveler. The ruins stretch for miles: homes, temples, public baths, and fountains, each corner whispering pieces of daily life from over 2,000 years ago. In the far east of Turkey, surrounded by high mountains and quiet plains, lies the country's largest lake, Lake Van. A vast inland sea, its waters stretch wide beneath open skies, changing color with every shift of light. Lake Van is not fed by rivers, and it has no outlet. Its waters are rich in minerals and carry a gentle salt that gives the lake a unique character, clear, buoyant, and timeless. The wind here moves slowly, and the sound of waves touches the rocky shore like a soft echo from another age. Rising from the lake's surface is Akdamar Island, home to a small stone church built over 1,000 years ago. The Church of the Holy Cross stands in quiet strength, its walls covered with carvings that tell ancient stories. Birds circle above, and wildflowers bloom along the island's path, offering a peaceful place for thought and remembrance. The land around the lake holds layers of history. Civilizations have come and gone: Urartians, Armenians, Seljuks, and Ottomans, each leaving behind traces in the stones, the language, and the way people live. In nearby villages, life moves gently. High in the green mountains of northeastern Turkey, where the forests of the Black Sea region stretch thick and deep, the Sumela monastery clings to a cliff face like a vision from a dream. Built more than 1,000 years ago, this ancient monastery rests nearly halfway up a steep rock wall, hidden among pine trees and mist. It seems to grow out of the mountain itself, part of the stone, part of the sky. To reach it, one must walk through quiet woods and narrow paths, as the sound of birds and rushing water follows close behind. Sumela was founded by two monks who, as legend tells, were guided to this place by a vision of the Virgin Mary. Over time, it became a place of worship, study, and retreat. Carved into the mountain, its rooms, chapels, and cells once echoed with the voices of prayer and sacred songs. Inside, delicate frescoes still cover the walls, painted in deep blues, reds, and golds. They tell stories from the Bible, stories that have survived centuries of time and weather. Even in silence, the colors speak of devotion and mystery. The monastery overlooks a deep valley where clouds drift through the trees and rivers cut through stone. Standing on its balconies, the world below feels distant, and the present moment feels sacred. In the remote mountains of southeastern Turkey, where the land meets the sky in silence, stands Mount Nemrut, a place of stone, mystery, and forgotten kings. At its peak, more than 2,000 meters above sea level, a strange and powerful sight awaits. Giant stone heads, carved from ancient rock, rest on the ground like sleeping gods. Their faces are worn by wind and time, but still they watch, gazing over the valleys below as they have for more than 2,000 years. These statues once stood as part of a grand monument built by King Antiochus of the Kingdom of Commagene, a ruler who believed he was descended from both Persian and Greek gods. In his vision, this mountain became a throne for eternity, a bridge between heaven and earth. The summit holds a large burial mound made of broken stones, surrounded by rows of seated figures, gods, eagles, lions, and the king himself. They face the rising and setting sun, their shadows stretching across the mountain in golden silence. At dawn and dusk, the light turns everything to fire, and the mountain glows with a quiet power that words can barely describe. Mount Nemrut is not only a place of history, but of presence. It asks nothing but stillness, to stand, to breathe, to feel the weight of time pressing against the wind. Tucked along the gentle curve of the Black Sea coast, Amasra is a small town where the land meets the water in peace and beauty. Surrounded by green hills and shaped by the sea, it feels both timeless and untouched, a place where the days move slowly and every path leads to a view. Once a Roman stronghold, later a Byzantine port, and then part of the Ottoman world, Amasra has welcomed sailors, traders, and travelers for centuries. Its old stone walls, narrow streets, and quiet harbor hold the memory of many cultures, all softened by the rhythm of the waves. The town is split by a narrow channel, crossed by an ancient Roman bridge. On one side, the mainland, on the other, a small island once guarded by fortress walls. From above, the sea shimmers in blue and silver, wrapping around the land like a calm, moving mirror. Fishing boats drift gently in the harbor. The scent of the sea mixes with the aroma of fresh bread and grilled fish. Cats sleep in sunny corners, and voices rise from small cafes where locals sip tea and watch the water. Above the town, green hills rise gently, offering quiet trails and sweeping views. Nestled in the green mountains of northeastern Turkey, Uzungöl is a village surrounded by forests, hills, and mist. Its name means long lake, and the lake lies quietly in the valley, reflecting the trees and sky like a smooth glass. This peaceful place is wrapped in nature's calm. Tall pine trees rise along the water's edge, their branches reaching toward the sky. In autumn, the hillsides turn gold and red, painting the landscape with warm colors. In winter, snow softens the earth, turning the valley into a quiet white world. The village itself is small and charming. Wooden houses with sloping roofs sit near the water, and narrow paths lead to cozy cafes and shops where local crafts are made. The air is fresh and cool, filled with the scent of pine and earth. Uzungöl is a place to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to listen to the quiet rhythms of nature. Around the lake, people walk, fish, or simply sit and watch the clouds drift by. It is a world apart from the busy cities, a place where time seems to pause, and where the beauty of the earth feels close and true. On the southwestern coast of Turkey, where the Mediterranean meets the land, lies Patara Beach, a stretch of golden sand that feels endless under the sun. Patara is one of the longest beaches in the country. Its soft sands roll gently into warm, clear waters, inviting visitors to walk barefoot along the shore or swim in the calm sea. The beach is wide and open, bordered by dunes and low hills covered in green. But Patara is more than just a beach. It holds history beneath the sand. Nearby lie the ruins of an ancient city, once a thriving port and home to a lighthouse that guided sailors long ago. The stones of old columns and arches peek through the earth, telling stories of people who lived here thousands of years ago. The beach is also a sanctuary. Each year, sea turtles come to lay their eggs in the soft sand, continuing a cycle as old as the sea itself. The gentle waves wash the shore, protecting these quiet visitors as they begin their journey. Patara is a place of peace and wide horizons. The sound of the sea, the warmth of the sun, and the slow dance of the breeze create a feeling of freedom, a place where the past and present meet on the edge of the water. On the far eastern border of Turkey, where the land meets Armenia, lie the ancient ruins of Ani, a city once known as the City of 1,000 Churches. Founded over 1,000 years ago, Ani was once a bustling capital of the medieval Armenian kingdom. Its streets, walls, and towers stretched wide across the high plains, guarding a city rich in culture, trade, and faith. Today, the ruins stand silent under the open sky. Stone churches, cathedrals, and fortresses rise from the earth, their shapes softened by time, but still proud and strong. The walls tell stories of glory and struggle, of empires rising and falling, of faith enduring through centuries. Among the remains is the Cathedral of Ani, with its large arches and delicate carvings. Nearby, the city walls curve along the cliffs above a deep river gorge, creating a natural fortress that once kept enemies at bay. Walking through Ani is like stepping into a forgotten world. The wind carries the echoes of prayers and voices long gone. The stones hold memories of art, science, and daily life, a window into a past that shaped the region and still inspires today. On the southwestern coast of Turkey, where the Aegean Sea meets the sun, lies Bodrum, a town of whitewashed houses, turquoise waters, and ancient stories. Bodrum was once the site of the ancient city of Halicarnassus, home to the mausoleum, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Though only ruins remain today, the spirit of that time still lingers in the town's stone walls and narrow streets. The town's castle rises proudly by the sea, built by the Knights of St. John centuries ago. Its thick walls and towers hold museums, stories, and breathtaking views of the harbor. Fishing boats and yachts bob gently in the blue water, while cafes and markets fill the air with the scents of fresh seafood and spices. Bodrum's charm comes from its mix of old and new. Ancient ruins sit beside vibrant nightlife, quiet beaches share space with lively festivals, and local crafts thrive alongside modern art galleries. The sun sets slowly here, casting golden light over the water and white buildings. The gentle breeze carries the sound of music, laughter, and the sea. Bodrum is more than a coastal town. It is a place where history meets life, and where every stone and wave invites you to explore, relax, and dream. In the heart of the Mediterranean coast lies Antalya's Old Town, known as Kalekici, a place where history lives in every stone and every narrow street. Winding cobblestone lanes lead past ancient walls, old wooden houses, and hidden courtyards filled with flowers and the scent of orange trees. The buildings here carry the marks of many times Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk, and Ottoman, blending together in a timeless mosaic. At the center stands Hadrian's Gate, built to welcome an emperor over 2,000 years ago. It is a proud reminder of Antalya's long past, standing tall as visitors pass beneath its arches. The harbour below is lively and bright, where fishing boats and yachts sway gently with the rhythm of the sea. Cafes line the waterfront, inviting travellers to sit, sip tea, and watch the world go by. Small shops offer handcrafted goods, carpets and spices, while art galleries showcase the talents of local artists. The sound of footsteps, voices, and the call of seagulls mixes with the warm breeze. Antalya Old Town is more than a place to visit. It is a living story where the past and present come together, where every corner invites discovery, and where the spirit of the Mediterranean can be felt deeply. On the Aegean coast of Turkey, where the wind carries the scent of sea and herbs, lies Alaçatı, a town known for its stone houses, narrow streets, and timeless charm. Alaçatı's whitewashed buildings with blue shutters stand in harmony with the surrounding vineyards and olive groves. Its cobblestone streets invite slow walks, while cafes and small shops bring the town to life with color and warmth. Once a quiet village, Alaçatı has grown into a vibrant destination, famous for windsurfing, thanks to steady breezes that sweep across the sea. But beyond the waves, the town holds a rich history. Greek and Ottoman influences blend in its architecture, food, and traditions. The markets here burst with fresh produce, herbs, and spices, filling the air with natural fragrance. In the evenings, lights glow softly from lanterns, and the sound of laughter and music spills from cozy taverns. Alaçatı is a place to relax and explore, where nature, culture, and community come together in a gentle rhythm. It is a small town with a big heart, inviting travelers to discover its quiet magic. On Turkey's southwestern coast, where mountains meet the sea, lies Fethiye, a town framed by turquoise waters and rugged cliffs. Fethiye's harbour is alive with boats of all sizes, from small fishing vessels to elegant yachts. The scent of the sea mixes with the sounds of seagulls and the gentle splash of waves against the shore. The town is a gateway to nature's wonders. Nearby, ancient Lycian rock tombs rise from the cliffs, carved into stone like silent guardians watching over the bay. The ruins tell stories of a people who lived here thousands of years ago. Fethiye is also known for its lively markets, where fresh fruits, vegetables, spices, and handmade crafts fill the stalls. Walking through these colorful markets is a journey of sights, sounds, and smells, a true taste of local life. Beyond the town, hidden beaches and quiet bays invite calm and reflection. The surrounding mountains offer trails for those who seek adventure and breathtaking views. Fethiye is a place where history, nature, and community come together. It welcomes visitors with open arms and endless horizons, a place to explore, relax, and connect. In the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey, near the city of Şanlıurfa, lies Göbekli Tepe, one of the oldest known temples in the world. Built more than 11,000 years ago, long before cities and written history, this site challenges what we know about early human life. Massive stone pillars rise from the earth, arranged in circles that once held great meaning and purpose. The pillars are carved with images of animals, lions, snakes, boars, and birds, each telling stories from a time lost to memory. These carvings reveal a world where people gathered, worshipped, and shared ideas in a way never seen before. Göbekli Tepe is not just ruins. It is a doorway to our distant past, showing us the beginnings of culture, belief, and community. Here, in the quiet hills, the stones speak softly of a time when humans first reached toward the sacred. Walking among the pillars, one can feel the weight of thousands of years and the mystery of what was and what still might be discovered. Perched on a rocky hill overlooking the vast plains of southeastern Turkey, Mardin is a city of stone, history, and culture. Its streets wind through old neighborhoods, where buildings of warm beige limestone rise tightly together, creating narrow alleys and hidden courtyards. The architecture reflects centuries of different peoples, Arabs, Kurds, Assyrians, and Turks, all leaving their mark in stone and tradition. Mardin is known for its unique blend of cultures, where ancient churches stand near mosques, and languages mix in daily conversation. The call to prayer echoes softly alongside the ringing of church bells, creating a harmony that has lasted for generations. From the city's high vantage points, the view stretches far across the plains, dotted with villages and olive groves under wide, open skies. In Mardin, time feels slow and deep. The city invites visitors to explore its history, taste its rich cuisine, and experience a living heritage shaped by many hands. Mardin is not just a place to see. It is a place to feel, a city where the past and present meet in stone and spirit. In the mountains near the Mediterranean coast, Saklıkent Canyon cuts deep into the earth, a narrow, rugged passage carved by water over thousands of years. The walls of the canyon rise high on both sides, made of dark rock shaped by time and weather. The cool air inside carries the sound of rushing water from a fast-moving river below. Walking through Saklıkent is a journey into nature's power and beauty. The path winds along wooden bridges and rocky trails, inviting visitors to explore its depths and shadows. In summer, the canyon offers a cool escape from the heat, where the water feels fresh and clear against the skin. The light filters softly through narrow openings above, casting shifting patterns on the rocks. Saklıkent is more than a natural wonder. It is a place to feel the earth's movement, to breathe deeply, and to discover the quiet strength hidden in stone and water. Along the southern coast of Turkey, where the mountains meet the Mediterranean, lies Çıralı, a small village known for its natural beauty and quiet charm. Here the sea stretches wide and calm, with soft beaches framed by pine forests and rugged cliffs. The village feels untouched, a place where time moves slowly and the rhythm of nature is clear. Çıralı is famous for its long, peaceful beach and the nearby ancient ruins of Olympos, where history rests quietly among the trees. Each year, the soft sands become a sanctuary for sea turtles, who come to lay their eggs in the warmth of the earth. The air is fresh with the scent of salt and pine. Small cafes serve simple, delicious meals made from local ingredients, inviting visitors to sit, relax, and enjoy the slow pace of life. Çıralı is a place to breathe, to listen, and to connect. A gentle escape where the beauty of land and sea come together in quiet harmony. Hidden among pine forests on Turkey's southern coast, Olympos is an ancient city that blends history with nature. Once a thriving port in the Lycian civilization, Olympos today is a place of ruins covered in green stone walls, columns, and tombs resting quietly beneath the trees. The air is filled with the scent of pine and the distant sound of the sea. Paths wind through the ruins, inviting visitors to walk among the remains of a city that once bustled with life. Nearby, the modern village offers simple cafes and small guest houses, where travelers can rest and enjoy the peaceful surroundings. Olympos is also known for the nearby eternal flame, a natural fire that burns from the rock, glowing softly at night. This place is where the past meets the present, where history, nature, and quiet beauty come together to create a timeless experience. In the heart of Cappadocia, Ihlara Valley stretches like a hidden green ribbon through the rocky landscape. The valley is carved by a river that flows gently between steep cliffs, creating a cool, peaceful refuge from the surrounding dry plains. Along the cliffs, ancient churches and homes are carved directly into the stone, their walls decorated with faded frescoes that tell stories from centuries ago. Walking the valley path, travelers pass under trees and beside clear waters, surrounded by the soft sounds of birds and the river's flow. The valley feels timeless, a place where nature and history come together in quiet harmony. Ihlara Valley invites all who visit to slow down, explore its hidden corners, and experience the calm beauty of this unique landscape. Along Turkey's southwestern coast, the Datça Peninsula stretches between the Aegean and Mediterranean seas, a land of wild beauty and quiet charm. This rugged peninsula is covered with olive groves, pine forests, and small villages that seem untouched by time. The coastline is jagged, with hidden bays and clear turquoise waters perfect for swimming and sailing. Datça is known for its peaceful atmosphere, where the sea breeze carries the scent of herbs and salt. The slow pace of life invites visitors to explore quiet beaches, ancient ruins, and fresh local markets. The peninsula holds history too, with ruins of the ancient city of Knidos sitting at its tip, once a center of art, science, and trade in the ancient world. Datça Peninsula offers a blend of nature, culture, and tranquility, a place to escape, discover, and simply be. Along the winding Tigris River in southeastern Turkey, Hasankeyf stands as one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in the world. For thousands of years, people have lived here among cliffs, caves, and ancient stone buildings. The town is filled with layers of history, from Roman bridges and medieval castles to Ottoman mosques and traditional houses carved into the rock. Hasankeyf's narrow streets climb steep hills, offering views of the river below and the vast landscape beyond. The air carries stories of many cultures that have passed through, each leaving a mark in stone and memory. In recent years, parts of Hasankeyf have been affected by changes in the river, but its spirit remains strong. It is a place where history meets nature, where the past is visible in every corner. Hasankeyf invites visitors to walk slowly, listen deeply, and connect with a history that spans thousands of years. High in the mountains of northeastern Turkey, Ayder Plateau lies surrounded by lush forests, misty hills, and rushing streams. This green valley is known for its cool climate, fresh air, and natural beauty that changes with the seasons. Ayder is a place where nature is alive and vibrant. In spring and summer, wildflowers bloom across the meadows, and the sound of water flowing over rocks fills the air. In autumn, the trees turn bright shades of red, orange, and gold, creating a breathtaking scene. Winter covers the plateau in soft snow, transforming the landscape into a quiet white wonderland. Small wooden houses with steep roofs dot the hillsides. The local people keep traditions alive through crafts, music, and warm hospitality. Nearby, natural hot springs bubble quietly, inviting visitors to relax and enjoy their healing warmth. Ayder Plateau is also a gateway to the surrounding Kachkar Mountains, where trails lead to alpine lakes, waterfalls, and panoramic views. The fresh mountain air and peaceful surroundings make Ayder a refuge for those seeking calm and connection with nature. Here, the rhythm of life is gentle and slow. In southwestern Turkey, Lake Salda shines like a hidden jewel among the hills. Its waters are clear and bright, often compared to the turquoise seas of faraway islands. The lake's white sandy shores are made of soft mineral-rich deposits that create a landscape both unusual and beautiful. These white sands meet the calm blue waters, forming a perfect contrast that feels almost otherworldly. Lake Salda is surrounded by green forests and hills, offering quiet places to walk, swim, or simply sit and enjoy the peaceful view. The air here is fresh and clean, filled with the gentle sounds of birds and the soft ripple of the water. Scientists believe the lake's unique minerals may be similar to those found on Mars, making it a place of special interest and wonder. Lake Salda is a place of calm and clarity, a natural treasure where the beauty of water, sand, and sky come together to create a moment of pure peace. On the northwest coast of Turkey, near the Dardanelles Strait, lie the ancient ruins of Troy, a city known through stories and legends for thousands of years. Troy was once a powerful city, surrounded by thick walls and filled with life. Its history stretches back over 4,000 years, with layers of cities built one on top of another. The story of the Trojan War, told in ancient poems and myths, has made Troy famous around the world. The image of the wooden horse used to enter the city lives on as a symbol of cleverness and surprise. Today, visitors walk among the stone foundations of homes, temples, and fortifications. The ruins tell a story of war, peace, and human creativity through the ages. Troy is more than a place of myth. It is a real city with a long history, waiting quietly beneath the open sky, a bridge between legend and reality. In southeastern Turkey, Şanlıurfa is a city rich with history, faith, and legend. Known as the City of Prophets, it has been a center of culture and belief for thousands of years. Narrow streets wind through the old town, where traditional markets fill the air with the scent of spices and fresh bread. Stone houses and ancient mosques stand side by side, telling stories of many peoples who have called this place home. Near the city, the sacred pool of Abraham is said to be where the prophet's story began. Here, fish swim freely, protected by local tradition and believed to bring good luck. Şanlıurfa is also close to important archaeological sites, revealing the roots of human civilization. The city's vibrant culture blends past and present, faith and daily life, in a unique harmony. Walking through Şanlıurfa, one feels a connection to history and spirit, a place where the old and new live together in quiet strength. Deep in the hills of central Turkey lies Hattusa, the ancient capital of the Hittite Empire. Once a powerful city, Hattusa was a center of politics, culture and religion over 3,000 years ago. Massive stone walls surround the city's ruins, with gates carved in intricate designs. The Lion Gate and the King's Gate still stand as proud symbols of the city's strength and craftsmanship. Inside the walls, the remains of temples, royal palaces, and houses reveal a city built with care and purpose. The Hittites left behind clay tablets covered in cuneiform writing, telling stories of kings, gods, and battles. Walking through Hattusa, visitors can imagine the life of an ancient civilization, a place of power, belief, and creativity in the heart of Anatolia. Hattusa stands as a reminder of a great empire. Its stones whispering tales from a distant past. In the heart of southwestern Turkey lies Lake Eğirdir, one of the country's largest and most beautiful freshwater lakes. The lake stretches wide, its calm waters reflecting the changing sky like a mirror. Small islands rest peacefully near the shore, inviting quiet exploration and gentle walks. Surrounded by mountains and green fields, Lake Eğirdir offers a place of calm and natural beauty. Fishermen work early in the morning, casting nets and boats dot the water. The towns around the lake welcome visitors with simple charm, cafes and markets where local life moves at a gentle pace. Lake Eğirdir is a place to relax. Breathe deeply and enjoy the harmony of water, land, and sky.